Hello, welcome to the Nexus, and today we're doing the Knight Rider build. We're doing issue 53, and today we're going to be doing some belts, clips, and our accelerator and brake pedals. So, let's get going. Okay, so these are all the pieces that we get. We do need to put some of these aside just for the moment. We are going to be building these parts first. So we're going to get this part out. So it's going to sit like that. We have the brake pedal, which is the bigger one, the accelerator, and we also have a spring. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to attach this here to this one just here. We're going to use a JP screw, which are sort of these small long ones. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach it here, and we're going to use the upper section. So there's two holes here. You can see that there's a bigger one here and a smaller one. We're going to attach it into the smaller one there, into this side here. So it's going to sit sort of like that. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so that's like that. Hang on, let me put an extra light on so you can see. So that's like that. Next, what we're going to do is put our spring on. So we're going to attach the spring up here on the inside with HP screws. So one half is, so we've got our spring here. So it's going to sit just like that. So we're going to have one side flush and one side up. So one side down, one side up. So we're going to need it to sit flush up against this bit. So it sort of sits just like, it's going to be very fiddly. The upper section will fit into this hole here. Just in there. Just there, and we're going to use HP screws to do that, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I don't know if you can make that out, sort of, but there is the spring there. As you can see, it's attached here, and oh god, yeah, it's a really tight gap to get into, but I managed. Now it was a bit stiff to push down. It should just spring like that, because it's got to put on a bit of pressure when you place it onto the button, which is going to obviously sit here. So when you do that, it sort of moves. I won't put too much pressure on this. I could see it snapping for starters, but it didn't move at first. So what I did is I just loosened up this screw just here, just a little, to get a bit of movement out of it. So it's worth noting that. Now we're going to attach the accelerator pedal. So the accelerator pedal is going to sit obviously just there. Now it does have a little tab on it, as you can see. There's like a little tab on the end, and there's a little gap just in there. So it only sits in sort of one way. It's going to sit in just like that, and we're going to attach it with a JP screw through this way. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so it does sit in there just like that. It doesn't move, so you don't want to put too much pressure on that, but it does sort of sit in that gap there just like that. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Very fiddly, so take your time when doing that, and be very cautious about this pedal and the spring, but I'm glad that I've done it. It didn't take as long as I thought, but it is very thin plastic, so there's a possibility of you putting a bit too much pressure on this to snap it, so just be a little bit cautious when doing that piece. So the next thing we're going to do is just install this bit in to our car, into the interior section. So this is going to sit just like that, and we're going to use an AP screw one in there and one in there to attach that. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've done that, and you can actually see that brake pedal working now nicely. Since I loosened it, it works a lot better. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So they're in place. Next, we're going to do our buckles for the seat belts. So we're going to attach these bits once again, the red onto the red, just like that. And we're going to do both of these, and we're going to use HP screws to attach them. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so as you can see, we've done that. That is what they should look like. That is that end. Next, we're going to bring over our floor, and obviously we're going to stick one in here and one this side. Now, as you can see, there's no hole. So what we've got to do, we've got to catch a KP screw, and we've just got to sort of wrap it round, really. So yeah, it's got to sort of sit in there while this sits on the end. So there's no hole, but we're going to sort of make a hole, I would say, and secure it down. So we're going to try that with this side. We're going to do both sides, so we're going to do that first. We're going to just stick, as you can see, they've got a little point on them, so they should make a little hole for this to go in. So I'm going to attempt to try this now, and we want it so it's sitting that way, so the screw mark is sitting on the inside. So I'm going to do this off camera. I'm going to do both and see how they look like. Okay, so as you can see, it sort of goes through the sort of fabric, and that is what it should look like at the end. Yeah, it was a bit strange that. I would have thought there'd be something there you could screw through, but no. But it actually goes through pretty well, actually. A lot better than I thought it was going to. Let's just say that. It was just a bit fiddly to line this up and push in the hole at the same time. Once you get it though, it goes in pretty well. But that at this stage, issue 53, this is what we should look like. So we've now got centre column in place, obviously the brake and accelerator, and our two extra seatbelt holders, buckles, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, that is what is left at the end of this issue. As always, thank you for watching, guys. If you click the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.